How's it going? It's postseason. It's exciting. I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited too. We have a Challengers Cup round of 64 matchup for you. I've got one of the teams up here. This is Thus With a Kiss I Die. This is a team from REBBL 3C. TommyTooTall is the coach. It's a Wood Elf team, as you can tell. It's a fine Wood Elf team. It was a significantly better Wood Elf team earlier in the season, before both dancers had to be cycled. So obviously, as you can tell, it's missing some stat ups and other fun stuff. True. Thank you for the sub, man. How you doing? T cubed over Mad Chab. We'll get to Mad Chab in a second, but we're on T cubed right now. But yeah, it's missing the stat ups and other silly shenaniganry that you see with a lot of Wood Elves. But you know, it's still a very solid Wood Elf team. It's healthy. Just don't think about the double movement busted guard guy too much. And TommyTooTall made it second in the div overall. I know because I recapped that div. Let's take a look at his opponent, who he will be giving up inducements to, and this is Chabxxu. Reroller of teams, owner of Movement 8 Bull Centaurs, and currently owner of a one-season-old Chaos team. That is looking pretty good for one season old. It's looking very strong. 2 strength 4 pieces. One of them has wrestle. He's got his Mighty Blow tackle guy with no block, but he does have the tackle at least. All of his warriors are coming along nicely, pretty well developed, but obviously lacking any serious Mighty Blow. Looks like the Farmer Mark II, his strength 6 Minotaur, is going to be doing a lot of the heavy lifting versus this team. So this is actually kind of uniquely good for this game, because this Minotaur can blitz the tree on a 2-die and hit it with Claw Mighty Blow, which is hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. But this team outside of the Warriors is lacking block. Chab has gone for the other skills first build. In the case of the pig, I think it's just he kept rolling good stuff, and obviously in the case of the cat here, I think it's you gotta get the kill skills going first. Yeah, I think it's still baking, Volps. I agree with you there. So I can't see it maybe being able to stop the Wood Elves unless the Minotaur and the cat just go off. Like, totally off. But I just got the note, actually, that the game is live, so that's enough rambling from me. Let's find it and get in here. Boom. Yeah, Minnow blitzing with strength 7, exactly. It is uniquely useful for this game. And I mean, I guess just generally it's 3-die blitzes against everything that's not the tree, too. So it's still good, but I know some people probably are wondering why he went with strength up over block, because the Minotaur is obviously inherently unreliable. Let's get our... So it is looking like... It is looking like the farm animals are going to take the first offense with the way they've set up on the line here. And they're setting up for maximum damage, and they're absolutely doing that minnow hit on the tree, which is hilarious. Yeah, 2 assists to 3-die strength 4 piece. That's all you need to know. As Kick is going to do a thing here. Throw Rock is canceled out by the Squig Sandwich Kiosk. I actually don't know whose stadium this is, but no matter, as fortunately, I think, for both teams, neither of them would have wanted a Rock to take out something good. So Chab gets his first hits here, and the first one is just a stun, and that's actually kind of awkward. It's kind of an awkward place for that guy to be, because now the Minotaur has to blitz, or you've got to bring a player up if you want that extra assist on the tree. I think you bring a player up, because I think you want to take a blitz with the cat here. I don't know who against. He set him back a little bit far. But if I'm Chabxxu and I'm knowing that I'm going into this game at a pretty massive skill disadvantage, I would think I would be trying to leverage the one thing my team does really well and just maximize blocks. As we see, the dodge guy sneaks out of there. Bean Volio. So both of these guys finished, second in their div, respectively, here. Chabxxu, obviously, because div 5 and he's in challengers, and that's the only challenger slot. As we are going to see the shot on Prince Aesclus here. And that is a break, but no more. As the stun was going to happen regardless, even with Mighty Blow. But a good spot for the cow here, because now the farmer can safely punch the tree, even if the tree decides not to stand firm. And theoretically, kind of depends on what Chab wants to do, but he's got... Well, he doesn't anymore. I was going to say he could whack the, or stomp on the tree once he knocks it over. And there it is. Wild Animal does a thing, and this is exactly what Tommy wanted. Chabxxu now has half his team stuck on the tree. It's a good thing he did not re-roll that, but the pickup is good. The ball is reasonably well protected. Sure hands, obviously he does have it. It's a little too far away from the dancers. And yeah, that tree isn't going anywhere. Alright, so 2 stuns and nothing died. Not a great first turn for the Chaos. Like I said, they're going to need to get the removal game going if they want to stay competitive in this game. I would think Tommy has plenty of space and time to set up for a shot on the ball next turn if he wants to take it. The only downside, of course, being these 2 stuns were on players that are kind of close-ish to the ball, so he is going to have to swing around the side here. Or he's just going to punch a Minotaur with his tree. I like this better. It is always great when Wood Elves get a little bloodthirsty. As, yeah, this is 100%. William Shakespeare is going to smack the farmer in the face. And he gets the POW, so down goes that guy. No break, but that is not a bad spot if the Wood Elves wanted to risk a foul here. I should also probably mention, inducement game, Chabxxu has scummed a wizard. I think it was about 100k difference, so he paid that 50k out of his own pocket, so he clearly wants to win this game. The unfortunate thing for Tommy is, as he sets up the guard there like he wants to foul, but then the question is who with? None of these players really you want sent off. I guess Rosaline is the best one. Tommy not getting super aggressive on the ball here, which I think is actually fine. Minnow, the tree punched it in the face. As you might expect. And yeah, we are going to see a foul with the wrestle tackle guy. It's a big foul. Just a stun, but no send-off. And that takes away the possibility for the claw blitz from the floor, which I think Tommy is totally fine with this turn. Chabxxu is definitely going to keep blitzing that tree every chance he gets. Try to take it off the pitch. And now if you're the farm animals, he's given you a pretty wide area to take forward, but obviously the further you go forward, the more you walk into the territory of these 2 guys. But you have to go forward to score, so it's kind of a prisoner's dilemma here. Chabxxu is going to take it. He's going to bring the ball up to the line of scrimmage here. Technically, it's a based cage, but I don't, you know, it's based by a downed player, so I think it's fine. What's up, Ernadar? What's up, Kaz? How you guys doing? So far, no elves have died. Actually, some elves have gotten stunned, but Chabxxu hasn't gotten much in the way of armor breaks. Okay, I like this. He's set up for the anti-leap cage, and he's also put tackle right next to the ball here. And the one spot that tackle doesn't cover, he's got guard next to, so it will be an uphill regardless. So this is a very nice sort of protection. The dancers could still jump in, but they'd be jumping in versus blodge, and they'd be most likely uphilling, which is not a great thing for them to do. And this is a very defensive setup, definitely. And he's going to put strength on that corner that is based to make it even more secure. And here comes his blitz, and he's targeting the guard, but does not get it. So slow start from the farm animals here. Haven't quite got their killing mitts on yet. Yeah, that's the thing, is he's only got the one tackle piece and then Strength 6 Frenzy, which can act as a pseudo-tackle when it blitzes, because he gets 2 3-die blocks. But, yeah, there's a lot of blodge on this team. And you gotta feel like this is not the start Chab wanted. So Tommy now, I think, is taking a moment to think about whether or not he wants to charge the cage just yet. Obviously, charging the cage is currently a risky proposition. It is an uphill. I think we might just see him take some blocks here. He's going to leverage his guard. Oh, where are we going here? Nope. Yeah, we're just hitting the sheep. The sheep is totally fine, but we're opening up the possibility to punch this Chaos Warrior and just kind of keep the Chaos penned to this side of the field. Keep the farm animals penned. Yep, and the cow is going to go down. I think he wants to retain his ability to foul the Minotaur. Like, I think he's going to keep fouling the Minotaur until it's off the pitch at this point. And honestly, with a bench of 1, I don't hate fouling this piece before it really gets going. Obviously, you'd prefer to foul with T-Bolt here, but he's pretty well pinned in. So it would be, what, a 3+3+ with no dodge reroll to stomp on this guy's face. Oh dear. And the tree, he does burn a reroll on it, but tree is a loner, and that is not what Tommy wanted. Minnow so far hasn't been a huge threat, but I think Tommy's concerned about losing the tree. And also the Minotaur is still blitzes on a strength 7, so he's going to be blitzing on 3 dice, which is eventually going to come up a POW on someone. But with the tree on the floor, the Minotaur probably just, okay, he is gonna, okay, there you go. Never mind, he doesn't need 3 dice to find a POW on Count Pyrrhus, who is completely fine. But the big guy's back up in the game, and that is exactly what Chabxxu wanted. And I wouldn't be surprised if he just doesn't move much this turn. He doesn't have any other blocks. But it looks like he is going to base up some more dudes here. I don't think the cage is going to go very far. Maybe the cage goes 1 square forward. Nope, cage is going to stay right where it is. Chabxxu's perfectly happy, basically saying, Tommy, you got to attack me here for at least a couple more turns. And the Wood Elves are all kind of tangled in this mess now. Granted, they're Wood Elves, so for a lot of them, this is a simple dodge out. But the tree being on the ground is definitely annoying. I think Tommy was hoping to get tree punches back the other way. Maybe try to knock out one of these AV8 pieces here, as that's a 1 on the stand-up, so Shakespeare is going to stay right where he is. So that was a 2 die into a 1 die, so that was a little risky. We do get a break on the sheep, but it's just another stun. Very nice, clean Blood Bowl being played back and forth by these guys. No big injuries yet, as we are going to get a hit on the horse here. Wood Elves leveraging their guard before doing anything else. Because I assume he's going to want to move Ro64 around somewhere. Maybe for his blitz, he can... It'd be interesting to see if he wants to target the back of the cage a little bit. Nope. Right as I say that, he does the exact opposite. He might be going for a hit on the Minotaur here. He'll need to block off the horse first. He's definitely going for a hit on the Minotaur here. 1 and 9's it, but with wrestle, that's fine. How you wrestle that, I have no idea. But he did. And here comes the blitz. Horse is going to go down. Juno Pliet knocks him over. And now, that is a 2+ dodge out for a massive foul on the Minotaur here. Tommy playing these Wood Elves very bashy, but so far working out okay for him. I don't know if you do anything else. I think you dodge these 2 guys out first, because you don't want to give up the free hits, but... 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, GFI. Theoretically, you could GFI to bring this guy over and get a 2 die on this one. Oh, but there's a dodge fail. He is going to reroll this. He's not going to snake it. And he's going to step on the farmer. And he's going to get sent off for his troubles. So, Thick Skull does a thing, keeping the Minotaur on the pitch. And... I mean, Thick Skull saved a removal there. Thick Skull technically gave Chabxxu his first removal of the game. So, I don't want to hear anyone say Thick Skull's a bad skill. This is the very banged up Lord Mango Tigu is going to get passed around a little bit here. Finds a POW with the beef, but he is fine. Wood Elf armor holding okay up to this point. You know, it's been fine. I think that's about all I can say about it. It's been fine. It hasn't not broken, but hasn't been too serious when it's broken. This, though, does leave all the Wood Elves right over here and wide open spaces right up in this area of the pitch. And if I am Chabxxu, I am looking at how far up I can get, and I am taking every square I can. Yeah, I think it was always a risk, and that was the worst possible, or one of the worst possible outcomes to that risk. Bull is fine, and your dude is out for the game. I really would like to see Chab try to... Yeah, there we go. Get the Mighty Blow tackle piece involved. Finds a POW on Count Pyrrhus here, who is completely fine. Snakes on the armor, so... I think Tommy's more worried about... It's two Mighty Blow pieces on the entire Chaos team. If he can take out one or both of them, that really limits the kill potential of the Chaos team. As... Well, I guess he's got 3 rerolls, so that's GFI's fine. I would have honestly just left it here. It's not like it's getting blitzed with that much Chaos team in the way. But... That's why... Chabxxu's in Challengers, and I'm also in postseason. Yeah, I think it is just a stylistic thing though about who's worried about the Minotaur. Does he have claws on his feet? I never noticed that before. I guess it's just like little decals there. But the tree is finally going to stand up here. That provides the extra assist needed, so the horse is going to get punched by something. But I wouldn't be surprised. I think Tommy needs to cover this off. If he lets the Chaos advance for free for another turn, he's not going to stop the score. He can generate a 1-die on the ball. It's not an easy one. And it requires... if I'm seeing the same thing as you, it's you just leap in one dancer to cancel out the assist, and you leap in the other dancer to pop the ball. With a 1-die with tackle is not terrible. Oh, I like that. You don't even need to leap. You just chain the this guy, stand him up, and then he cancels out the assist. That's nice. I like that. Getting the assists here. It's not that hard. You don't even need to knock him down. You just need to push, and then that's not the one, Chief, but... Now I don't think he can do it, though, because he's just pushed Junipliat into a weird spot. The Wood Elf coach has gotten a expulsion from minnow hunting. To be fair, it was something like a 3+ foul, and oh, it looks like Tommy's doing it. Tommy is in fact doing it. Yeah, you put this guy there, stand him up. Now you just gotta bring Lord Chabxxu's got to stand right there, and then Rosemario is gonna leap in and take a pair of 1-dies. Can he still get the 1-die into 2-die, I guess is the question. That is not the spot. He needs to be right there if you're going with the frenzy. Oh, I guess it is 1-die into half-die, yeah, because he is going to be pushing him this way. Still take it, I think, though, with tackle. He might even commit the reroll to the 1-die. As he's in. Finds the fat POW. Push him this way. and no Wood Elves are in range to do anything about it. But the ball's on the floor. And the ball carrier is stunned. And after a little dance, the ball is going to end up by the sideline in a very weird spot for both teams. So the Wood Elves have gotten the ball loose. The trade-off, of course, being they're taking so many punches next turn. Unless, you know, okay, just takes a casual 4+. 4+, 3+, 3+, 3+, 2+, 2+. It's not like it matters. I guess he's just limiting the free Mighty Blow tackle hit next turn. But now is he surfable? Actually, though, I don't like this now. I don't like this because I think this dancer can get surfed and will get surfed next turn. And I think he saw it. He brought this thrower around to try to assist. We're going to get the pushes. Probably, yeah, push him there so you get the follow-up hit. Not going to find the knockdown here. And pinning a dancer against the sideline is not super effective usually. Yeah. Actually, the thrower here ended up ruining the surf for the most part. Yeah, it's like a casual 4+ into surf. Or you have to figure out a way to blitz this guy off, which is doable with all the Chaos Warriors floating around here, you know? Pop this guy down, and then... but you can't blitz this guy off, because then you use your blitz, and you can't use your blitz to get the surf. Yeah, I think you push on the thrower, and then 1, 2, 3, 4... Oh, that's the easiest. Fat Pow on the Raj here. Chab's certainly not having difficulty rolling POWs. He's just having difficulty doing anything with them. As it might be in a replay bug here, because I don't think it's taking him this long to decide which of these he wants. Don't think it's a tough decision here for our boy Chabxxu. Let's see if it fixes itself, otherwise I may have to duck out and back in here. I mean, I think you try to stand up the minnow. At the very least, it forces him to take dodges or take a block on a strength 6 piece again, which is not great. I think we are in a replay bug here. Oh, there we go. Took a minute, but... Uh-oh. Okay. We're cool, Blood Bowl? Okay, we're cool, Blood Bowl. That was a bad block right there. Because now the surf is off. He does get another fat POW here, but... Yeah. No, why hit the sidestep? Exactly. Well, I guess we KO the sidestep, so finally Chab gets a removal under his own power. As the replay is acting a little weird now. Still do get a punch on Myrtle Cusio here. You might as well take it, I think. Oh, he went for the 4+. I think he re-rolls this. Makes it. And the dancer is going into the crowd, so that dodge is... Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Oh, and that's not coming back. Instant Apo from TommyTooTall, which I think not the play there. And he has now lost one of his dancers. This Lark. Yep, Lark. Chab did his best to screw up that foul, or that surf, and it came off anyway. And that was a big turn for the Chaos. Yeah, I think there might be a little bit of nerves going on here, as both coaches are making a couple small mistakes that are snowballing for them. That said, the Chaos, I think, have stabilized here. I think the Wood Elf insistence on fouling the minnow into the ground was a mistake. So, without the Frenzy, there's not really as much of a sideline surf threat here. Looks like we are going to get the blitz through on the chicken here. Maybe we see a cheeky attempt at a 4+ pickup and pass out. As, yeah, we're going with the Raj. It's not ideal, but it's not a turnover. I don't know why Tommy Apo'd that MNG, though. That was a... I don't think I would have Apo'd that. Let's put it that way. I'm actually surprised he went with the wrestle, but I assume he wanted the dancer for recovery if the scatter was favorable. What's up, Truk? Is he just going for it? I think he's going for the cheeky 4+, and then he can pass out, and he lands on his ass. Well, he does scatter the ball, but not into a great spot. That's, I guess the one bit of good news I've got here is the pig can't get to it easily, and he's gonna have to stay kind of in this area. The bad news is, of course, Junipliat stunned himself, so... I mean... I will say, I think there could have been better choices on both sides. Obviously, both coaches did very well in the regular season, and both of them definitely know how to play Blood Bowl and are good coaches, but it's possible that the moment might be getting to them a little bit here. Playoffs, obviously, being a little stressful, as I am about to find out, because I got my game in just about 2.5 hours here, which will be on Herringzord's stream, so highly recommend you guys check that out. Shameless self-promotion. There's some calculated risks failing, and then there's some decision-making that's been a little questionable, like voluntarily putting your goat on the sideline when the guy that's protecting him is based. Sure hand's gonna do a thing here. The pig goes walkabout a little bit, but he does get to where he meant to go. That's fine, honestly. This is, with no leap threat, this is fine. And we're gonna get the blitz from the floor with the Minotaur. Minotaur finally gets a break here. And it's a big one! Oh, Count Pyrrhus! Oh, that's a guard piece. And he's dead. And all of a sudden, everything is coming up chaos here. Farm animals just tearing through the wood elves. Kaz is happy. This poor elf, he went through so much punishment too. He was movement 5. He's double move busted, but he's block guard, so you keep him. As this is... That's... Tommy really doesn't like this Minotaur. It's just gonna get blitzed from the floor, though. Like, I don't think... You know, how many elves are there left? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a tree. And 6 in a tree, because the dancer's still stunned here. A little bit of a mercy killing, yeah. Yeah, and now... But here's the thing. Why is he committing guard over here to protect the tree when he should be stopping the score? Unless this is his way of giving up the drive, but then at the same time, if you're giving up the drive, why are you basing up your players when they're just going to get punched from the floor by Minotaur? And that's a 3-die against Blodge Step. Like, I think you take Frenzy 3-die, even against Blodge. And we're just going to foul him. And we're just going to stun him. And Thick Skull saves him again. Holy guacamole. Forgot it's playoffs for a second there. This is a family-friendly show for this night only. As... Yeah, so for those who just joined... Oh, there's a snake. Or 1 in 9, shall we say. Why was that a 1 in 9? Oh, because he's Agi 3. But, yeah, so for those who joined, that is the second time that the Minnow has been fouled and Thick Skull has kept him on the pitch. So, Thick Skull doing work this game. And the first time was when T-Bolt here got sent off. So, technically the Minnow has removed 2 people. One with his fists and one with his face. So, that may be why Tommy doesn't like the Minnow that much. Okay, Chab. Voluntarily pushing a dude onto your ball is interesting, but... Oh, he's going for the surf, that's why. Okay, this makes more sense. So Prince Aeschylus is gonna go say hi to the crowd here. Double pow to send him in. But he'll be fine. Crowd's lust for blood was sated a little bit after Rose Mio got taken out. You can cage up here, but it won't be the cleanest of cages. So there's one more chance possibly for the elves to get in and drop him, as we are going to see the Tackle Blitz come in, not going to do a thing. Sidestep, just going to go there. Opens up the possibility of this guy getting blitzed off from the floor, and another Minotaur hating foul. As I think Tommy has given up the drive. As we're gonna... Oh, man. Chab is gonna do a handoff here. It works, so... But this raises the possibility... Let's see, so it's a 3+, 2+, 2+, 2+ for an uphill. And... it's essentially a 3+, then, because anything above a push... Oh, and he sees it, and he's gonna block it off. He's going to block it off completely. Yeah, this might now be tilt kind of getting the better of Tommy. Because I think, yeah, it's, he had the one Wood Elf play where he got in, did a nice job to pop the ball out, but then dodged his Dancer into a surfable position. Would have honestly pushed there, but I think maybe he wants him on the ground. So I think we know what Tommy's going to do here. Oh, we know what Tommy's going to do here. Oh, dear. We're going to probably see Junipliet dodge out. Oh, no. There goes the last reroll, probably. Unless he's saving it for one turn, but... Nope. There goes the last reroll, and so now we do at least have Blodge Step on the ball, and the cat is out of range to really do something about it. So, and again, this is Tommy at this point just trying to do everyone else a favor by killing the Minotaur? Yeah, no, it's... The ball carrier can blitz himself off and still score. And there's another send-off. And another... Thick Skull works for a third time and a second send-off. This Minotaur does not want to go off the pitch. Thick Skull, most valuable skill in the game. Don't at me. Do not at me. As, yeah, we do see, yeah, what we're gonna see... Oh, we'll just see the blitz off even, because I didn't count. He's 5 away, so yeah, he's gonna do this. Not gonna get the knockdown, but it doesn't matter. Can't sidestep onto the ball, and... Now, how much greed does he take? None whatsoever. Yeah. So the cow, I think that's a leveled Chaos Warrior. A lot of them were close. We'll see in a moment here. As 4 elves in the side, the knocked out catcher does not come back. So the one turn is going to be questionable with Myrtle Cusho here. Obviously with guard, anything can happen. Yep, and the cow is now 16 out of 16, so Chab making sure he develops. That's probably a mighty blow on that warrior. Just to speed up development a little bit. Chabxxu just going to make this one turn as difficult as possible. He doesn't care if the minnow gets punched by the tree. Keep in mind, it is Wood Elves. Wow, look at that. Look at that diamond grid there. Chabxxu doesn't want to give him anything. But because it is a Wood Elf catcher, and because he does come with built-in sprint, he only needs 2 pushes, so this one turn is still very doable for the Wood Elves. And obviously, Prince Aeschylus is a good thrower. He's going to be able to recover and get it to the catcher. I'm pretty sure that Tommy really wanted the Nerves of Steel guy to be the one doing this one turn, though, so that he could use the guard elsewhere. I think he's trying to do the counting here. I think the catcher needs to go there. Yeah, exactly. That was it was a Hail Mary attempt to stop the score, and I don't think it was worth burning a reroll, especially because then your foul just resulted in you getting another player sent off. If he had let that reroll go, he'd be in a much better position. Well, I mean, I think that's the thing is, Wood Elves are going to Wood Elf. I think I see, so block him in here, you take the one hit. This is awkward. Yeah, this is super awkward for Tommy to do. This little diamond D here is pretty spectacular. Yeah, it looks like what he's going to have to do is he's going to have to come in here. Yeah, okay, I think I see the play. So you come in here, you suffer through the uphill, you get him there. Or not? Or you grab him here, then you push this way, and then... Yeah, okay, I see it. It's a little questionable, but... So grab, push here, then chain him here, and then you gotta fill one spot, one of these two spots. The tree can step forward and fill, and then the dancer can fill the other spot. I think it's doable. Quick snap definitely helps. Quick snap makes this trivial. Well, no, it doesn't. Never mind. I actually just think maybe you dance this guy back one, but honestly, the way he's got it set up now is better than trying to use quick snap. But yeah, grab him in, punch, get the ball to him somehow. Probably get the ball to him first, so he's only in one tackle zone, and then 3+, 2+, 2+, 2+, 2+, and none of this is rerollable, did I mention? Okay, before you do a single thing, you pick up this ball and you toss it to this guy. Or, yeah, okay, never mind. It ain't happening. It's okay. It was a very long shot anyway. Doesn't even get a break for it. If he fouls this, I'm gonna... No, please don't foul this. Tommy, don't do it. Before being a Wood Elf coach, Tommy was in fact a Nurgle coach. Casual half his field vanity pass. So Tommy does play a little bashier than your average. Okay. Alright. I guess nothing died. That was speculative. But that went about as well as Chabxxu could have hoped for. 4 to 5 of the Wood Elves are going to be out, which means he's only going to be facing 7 to 8 pieces. Let's see. Is he going to wake up? No. So that catcher stays out. And this could not have gone much worse for the Wood Elves. Of course, they're Wood Elves, so scoring is probably still very much in the cards, barring some horrific dice, but Tommy needs a serious reversal of fortune here after the half. I hope he pep-talked his dudes. Oh, and I completely forgot, Chabxxu's got a wizard still in pocket, so score maybe not so helpful. Or not so possible. Kind of depends on how Tommy wants to play it. Little a column A, little a column B, Mongoose. Chabxxu has, I think both have taken a couple risks that haven't worked out and have made a couple decisions that, oh my god, just to make it even worse for him, made a couple decisions that were not terrible, but questionable, shall we say. They haven't made their lives easier, but I think, yeah, Tommy has not played this, I think, in the way that chat wanted him to play it. Let's put it that way. Let's put it this way. He gang fouled a Minotaur repeatedly for most of the first half. And the Minotaur, Thick Skull saved it 3 times, and 2 of those 3 times Thick Skull saved it, Wood Elves got sent off. So, the Minotaur has removed 3 pieces. I'm thinking a little bit of nerves may have played into it, Mongoose, to be honest. Because, yeah, that's the thing. Tommy is a fantastically talented coach. Every season it seems like he's threatening for playoffs or at the top of the leaderboard. But just, to my knowledge, I don't think he's made a deep... Wow, and... Well, okay. So that was a 1-9, and the Wood Elves managed to do nothing. No bribe. Chab's got a wizard. I mean, to be fair, he's played suboptimally. I don't think he's played awful. I think he got a little tilted, and that's influencing his decision-making here. Anyone who got to playoffs, let's remember, is a very, very good coach. As I think we're going to see the blitz here on Junipliat as the probably single most dangerous piece remaining on the field for the Wood Elves. Yeah, I think he played. I think the first foul. You know, the foul in and of itself was questionable, but the first foul I could at least accept. But then when he was giving up field position to continue to foul the Minotaur, that's when I think it got bad. Oh, yeah. No, I mean, I think it's... No, I don't think anyone's taking it personal, Kaz. It's definitely just... And yeah, there's... Superfed raises a good point. Results-based decision-making is very common when you're watching a game and not playing a game. Oh, and Minotaur not going to reposition. Perhaps not that surprising, considering Wild Animal. But Chabxxu doesn't have to do too much here. Certainly bold of him to base up the tree, but I also understand wanting to keep the tree in place. Tree's not going to find the knockdown on the sheep here. And the Wood Elves are in the poop, as they say. This is an unenviable position. Very unenviable position, as he looks like he just wants to try and clear something. He can clear a little bit of an avenue if he then comes up here and blocks down this Chaos Warrior for the catcher to get... Or actually, this is better, I think. He can get the catcher over here, he can dodge someone out to screen off, and then he throws. Of course, this will be an instant wizard next turn, but at this point, I don't think Tommy has the ability to play around the wizard. He is lacking the players to play the way that I think he wants to. And that's kind of the problem, is like, you know, some of those were poor decisions, some of those were brought on by desperation, where it's like, okay, well, I'm in this crap situation, I have to do this now, and if it goes poorly, then I look really bad. Oh, and he's certainly now not being helped by the dice, as that's a 1 and 9 and now a snake. And we might just see an instant wizard from Chab here. Nope, he's gonna hold it. Actually, thinking on it for longer than 2 seconds, I think that's the right call here. Of course, we do have to keep in mind, this is in scoring range, so Chabxxu now does have to consider that Ro64, if he doesn't deal with him, might just pick the ball up and run. Which is not a... You know, I mean, it's not the worst, and I would still do this if I were in Tommy's position, honestly. Just take the dodges through, or engineer a way to get your, to block down this Chaos Warrior. Now he doesn't have that option. The Dancer, by the way, also in scoring range. So we may just see a pickup and then a handoff. Maybe Prince Aeschylus, because he's got sure hands and he's in range, as we finally seeing what I think Chab's been secretly wanting to do all game. Just goes straight for the tree, doesn't get it. I think Tommy actually may want to let the stand firm go this time. Nope. About as good a position as you could be in if you're Chaos. And yeah, I think... So what's this? A 4+, 3+, 2+. 2+, 2+, 2+. If he can get the ball to Ro64 here. That feels pretty bad. Of course, you can make it a little better. So you bring... Okay. If I'm the Wood Elves, here's what I'm doing. I'm running down. I'm providing an assist here. I'm blocking through to make a hole. Honestly, use my blitz so that even if I only get a both down, I can get out of the way. Because what else am I going to hit here? And then get the ball to this guy, and then it's just a 3+, 3+, 3+, 2+, 2+, 2+, casually. Looks like that is what we're seeing, but it's looking like the Dancer may be the scoring threat here. Because he can leap, so then it becomes actually just a 2+, 2+, 2+, so that's even better. Of course, the risk there being, if you want to use Aeschylus, you're going to have to throw, or you're going to have to hand off to Ro64 still, and he's going to have to throw and catch, so that adds a couple more dice on the passing play part of it. Yeah, or leap it through even, Self, I think is his play. Maybe... Here we go. And... but it's still a turnover. But at least the Wood Elves do have the ball here. So, 75% chance doesn't come off here. That's 3 turnovers in a row for TommyTooTall. This is not going to be the drop of the wizard. Now it might be. As an end of turn thing. That's a 5-man potential fireball. Yeah, I was thinking that might have been the time to drop the Volps. I guess the risk, though, is it's still surrounded by 3 elves, so if it scatters wrong and another elf catches it, then you've just wasted the lightning bolt. Yeah, Kaz, so he did fail the pickup, but it scattered into the catcher's hands, so it still counted as a turnover, but at least the Wood Elves did secure the ball. But this is going to be a fairly easy 3-die with tackle. You might have been able to surf the ball carrier. Hopefully he sees this 3-die. I think that's... Again, interestingly, most of the time when the farm animals are actually punching the elves, they're fine. The elves have actually done it just as much to remove themselves as the animals have done to them, as we do get the knockdown here with tackle. Sidestepping there is interesting. I would have gone 1 square back, but that scatter is horrific for the farm animal, or for Thus With a Kiss I Die. Yeah, the thrower could have been surfed, but I think it's fine. Again, I think Chab is kind of, there's little things he could be doing better, but on the whole, I don't think you can really fault how he's playing this game. This wild animal is going to do a thing, unfortunately. Maybe to his benefit. That was a 1-die into a 1-die, so that was fairly risky. I think you pick up this ball before you do anything else. And yeah, this is now, I think, not that it wasn't before, but this is now very much Chabxxu's game to lose. Oh, you're right, strength 6, so 2 into 2. I still would have picked up the ball before doing that, just in case, but... But yeah, good call. I keep forgetting this Minotaur is bonkers. Yeah, again, I think it's like, at the same time, like, I can sit here in my ivory tower and nitpick how these guys are playing all day. But at the end of the day, they both won 9+ games in a season, so they did something right. And I can't, yeah, exactly. It's so much easier to watch than play. Not that I think it's wrong to point out when they're doing things that they could be doing better, but... Yeah, there's absolutely no personal meaning behind any of it. Yeah, exactly. No, we gotta call it fairly. And unfortunately, the fair call right here is I think Tommy has made a couple choices that are biting him squarely in the behind right now, shall we say. Of course, it hasn't helped that he can't break Armor 8 to save his life. He's actually gotten plenty of blocks with how he's played, because he has been playing a much more aggressive Wood Elf style. I think, the old Bash coach still in him. But he's, yeah, he's doing pretty good with getting blocks, but not so much with breaking armor. And Chaos, I mean, you would expect, it's AV8. Armor can and does break on Chaos. They're a surprisingly fragile team for how they play. But that tells you all you need to know about this game versus that. Oh, as we do see... Oh dear. Gonna re-roll that instantly. I think we're just going for the leap in 1 die. As he gets it. Finds the POW, so can't complain about that. And the ball is loose. The scatter is fine for the chaos. Unless he what was that, 5+, 4+, 4+, 3+, 3+, 4+? Aromacin with the party of 23. What is up? And Cornite following me. Thank you very much for the follow, dude. Yeah, when all that even wasn't that much elf. That even wasn't that much elf BS. Sir Kodiak, thank you for the follow, dude. And Pimp and Kaz, and oh god, it's a train. Hi everyone. Welcome to my little corner of the internet. But, yeah, I mean, it was a 3+, 5+ essentially, because this guy doesn't have block, so two successes on that die roll. Draenarv with the follow. But that's all that Tommy can do here as we get back to the game. And there's a lot of elves based again. And when there's a lot of elves based, that's just not a great spot for the elves to be in. Lotus Life, welcome to the... David Leclerc, welcome to the stream. Guys, thank you very much for the follow. No, I mean, at this point, Tommy's fully in the... Screw it, I'm going to chuck cubes at the ball and see if magic happens. Because that's all he can do, and there's nothing wrong with that. Hi, everyone. Aromacin, thank you very much, dude. Well, we can't talk about how that playoff game went, but just tell me, was that playoff game worth watching the VOD of? As the tree is going to go down. Oh, and the tree is going out. So, that's an MNG on William Shakespeare. Not at this point that I think it will matter for poor Tommy, barring some... It depends if you like snuff games. Okay, I did watch a couple turns of it before I got close to this starting, so maybe I'll go and watch the rest of it. But yeah, we cannot talk about the continuation here. As we're gonna see a foul with a strength 4 wrestle piece, because that's how far ahead Chabxxu is right now. That just feels a little BM. As we are down once again suddenly to 6 elves. And... Alright, so hear me out. Okay, never mind. There goes his reroll. K's out. He's fine, but so hear me out on this. Myrtle Cusio is technically in scoring range. At what point do you just click dude, click ball, click end zone, or you just fail the first dodge? I think that's what he was trying to do. But yeah, fails at the first 4+. It was going to be a 4+, 4+, 5+, 4+, 3+, 2+, 2+, 2+, 2+. So I think, and yeah, that Tommy left that dude very surfable there, and he got very surfed. Let's see what the damage is here. Ooh, that's a minus MA. This Wood Elf team is starting to fall apart. Chabxxu is, I think it's safe to say, from like turn 4 onwards, Chabxxu has dominated this game. And he is going to cage up, and the 5 remaining elves are probably not going to be able to do anything about this. And the Dancer is going to get fouled into the ground, so realistically, he's got 3 elves for next turn. This is the point where I think if you're TommyTooTall, you consider, has the team died enough? Yep, and that was Tommy passing turn. I think this game is done, ladies and gentlemen. Leaving all the elves on the ground. Probably chatting a little bit, saying GG's and all that. And Chabxxu will get a second Chaos Warrior level up out of this, barring some serious insanity from the elves here. If they even can. Just looking at this, I don't think they can. Can he reach? Oh my god. Chab, he's suffered enough. Chab, he's suffered enough. Oh my god. No mercy. No mercy whatsoever. He's safe. But with that, I think any chance at a TommyTooTall miracle play has died. And that is gonna be... The question is, will we see the wizard drop somewhere just for funsies? Yeah, I think it's more about sending a message, you know. Chabxxu could bolt his own goat. God, zero mercy. Yeah, it doesn't make sense to me. There we go. That is just the sending of a message there. And well played, and congratulations to Chab, who has made it through to the round of 32 with that, honestly, statement win over TommyTooTall, and thus with a Kiss I Die. Because I think I said at the beginning, this Chaos team was still baking, and the Wood Elf team, you know, had all the skills necessary to just kind of run over them, and that didn't happen. The streak is still alive. There's Chab. Congratulations, my dude, on your win. As we see, the chicken gets a level out of it, too. So, only 12 armor breaks, actually, on that entire game from the Chaos. Only 6 from the Wood Elves, so you'd think it would be a low-violence game. But of those 6 armor breaks, he got 4 removals. Although maybe not, because one of those came from a foul. But anyway, the removals he got hurt very much. And thus with the Kiss I Die sustained 4 Kazes, so there were some fouls coming in there, and some Surfs and other fun stuff. This feels bad if you're Wood Elves, if you're only getting a Vanity Pass and the MVP. And 3 levels for Chab out of that. Taking a quick look at dice rolls from the farm animals, there weren't that many, which is exactly what you want to see if you're a Chaos team. Plenty of POWs definitely helps. Meanwhile, thus with the Kiss I Die, not that many block dice rolls. His armor was pretty bad, his pickups were pretty bad. Yeah, this is kind of a rough game. But anyway, that is it for this episode. Let's take a look at who is still around and still playing. Metal just went live, so I think we're going to raid Metal here. Everyone, thank you all for tuning in. Aromasin, particularly, with the fat raid there. Very much appreciated. Thanks to everyone who followed. There's too many for me to list again, but you know who you are. I'm going to do a little bit of a quick self-promotion here. In just under 2 hours, Herringzord is going to go live with my playoff game versus Ziazeta. So Bifrost Bay versus Ars Gosha. It's going to be a Norse versus Chaos match. There will be blood. I know some of you were looking for blood, so you should definitely check that out. And it's on Zord's stream, so definitely check it out. Thank you guys for watching. Join Metal in his journey here, and I will see you all next time. So long.